Is the entire Tamriel Tome system just a blatant scam in a dying game? Or could one of the paid tiers be worth it in your situation? Hey everyone, it's Spopes. The new Tamriel Tomes Battle Pass system launches in the Elder Scrolls Online on April 2nd with the start of Season 0. In this video, I'm going to cover the 3 different tiers of Tamriel Tomes you can get: the free track, the premium track, and the premium plus track. I'm going to cover what they each include and compare and contrast them to help you decide which one is best for you. I'm also going to talk about common concerns that the Tamriel Tome system is a scam, or that it's a symptom of ESO being a dying game. Before we dive in, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, please like and hype the video, and consider supporting me by becoming a member of the Spopes Army, picking up some of the merch listed below the video. There's a full catalog on my Fourth Wall site. Also, please do leave a donation on Fourth Wall or right here on YouTube in the form of super thanks. Thanks for your support, everyone. Let's jump into the 3 tracks of Tamriel Tomes that will be available on April 2nd, whether any of the paid versions are worth it, and whether Tamriel Tomes is a scam. First, let's cover what Tamriel Tomes is. I have a full and detailed video on this out recently that is linked above, but just recapping briefly, Tamriel Tomes is a new Battle Pass or Season Pass system in the Elder Scrolls Online. It replaces the daily login rewards and Seals of Endeavor systems, condensing the rewards those systems used to give you into one new Battle Pass format. With the launch of Tamriel Tomes, all new content in the game will be free to all players, but you do have the option of paying for the paid tiers to unlock cosmetics and certain other non-gameplay rewards. In the Tamriel Tomes system, you will unlock tome points throughout the season by doing weekly and seasonal objectives. Completing these unlocks new pages in your Tamriel Tome and allows you to buy the rewards that are on each page. If you have ESO Plus, every month that you are a member counts toward a new token system, and once you've been subscribed for 12 months, meaning you have 12 tokens, you will get a Premium Plus pass for free. Again, I cover this in a lot more detail in a recent video, so check that out if you want more information. But now let's get into the 3 different tiers of Tamriel Tomes that are available and what each one contains to help you better decide which one you want to get. In the free track of the Tamriel Tomes, you're going to get some cosmetics, including the Kireth's Dungeon Delve armor set, a new skill style for Vigor, and the Mesa Stalker weapon style. You also get 8,000 seals, which is considerably more than you could get in a quarter in the previous Endeavor system, 9,000 trade bars you can use at event vendors or in the new Gold Coast Bazaar. See the video linked above for more information on the Gold Coast Bazaar and what it contains. And you also get 6 returning crown crates. It looks like in Season 0 those are going to be the Dwarven crates. For most people, the free Tamriel Tomes reward track is going to be perfectly sufficient. It's going to contain everything that you used to get in daily login rewards and Seals of Endeavor, plus a lot more. What's listed here is just scratching the surface of the rewards that will be available. In the PTS, there is a lot more in there, including stuff like Telvar stones, AP, potions, food, etc. So basically all the stuff we're used to getting from daily login rewards, plus a bunch of other goodies. I just want to reiterate, this is completely free. You don't have to have ESO Plus. You don't have to have last year's DLC, Solstice, or anything like that. It's 100% free for all players, and it contains considerably more than you used to get through daily logins or endeavors, while consolidating those 2 systems into one. Moving on to the premium track, which costs $15. The main highlight of this track is this new mount. It's a wolf that changes color and it changes its design slightly based on what time of day it is where you're adventuring. At night, it looks like this, and during the day, it looks like that. The premium track also contains the Monster Slayer personality, the Duodynamo Dungeon Delve Spider, and 1,500 additional trade bars to use at event vendors or in the Gold Coast Bazaar. In the PTS, this did also include some gold and various other currencies, but very important to note is this is not a paywall for new content. You don't need the premium track to access the upcoming night market or any of the other new content that's being added this year. This does not come for free with ESO Plus, and it doesn't give you access to all the previous DLCs or anything like that. But all it contains is cosmetic rewards. Another important thing to point out about the premium tome is that if you do get it, if you do shell out $15 to get the premium track, you'll be able to keep progressing through this Tamriel Tome even after the season is over. My wife overheard me when I was editing my last Tamriel Tomes video, and she said, "Wow, I wish Fortnite did that." This is something of a rarity when it comes to battle passes, and it's a big deal for people who have to take long breaks from the game, who don't log in all the time. This means if you just pay for the normal premium track, you don't have any FOMO, you won't miss out on any of the rewards. Whenever you come back to the game, you can keep progressing through that Tamriel Tome, even after a new season starts. But again, I just want to be really clear about this because no matter how many times I explain it, there still seems to be confusion. You don't have to buy the Premium Tamriel Tome to access this year's content. This is very different from the previous content passes, where you wouldn't be able to access the new content or the new zone if you did not buy it. No new content is paywalled behind the premium track. The only thing you won't get if you don't buy it is cosmetic content. And people have tried to make the argument to me that cosmetics are content and that this means they're being paywalled. But my response is that makes it exactly the same as the rest of the Crown Store then. And you don't see people up in arms every time they add a new item to the Crown Store or come out with new crown crates, really invalidating that position. In my opinion, cosmetics are not content. And if you're mad about things being paywalled in the Tamriel Tomes, you should be mad about the entire existence of the Crown Store then too. And maybe you are. But that does it for the free and the premium track. Now let's talk about the Premium Plus track. This costs $30 USD, and all you get in addition is this Rainer's traveling robes costume, which really isn't that good in my opinion. It's a hard pass for me. And you also do get 4,000 tome points, which will speed up your progression through the Tamriel Tome pretty significantly. For an extra $15, they're really not adding that much of value to the Premium Plus pass. To me, it's very strongly an opt-in type of thing, where if you want to support the game, get a little bit of extra drip, and progress through the Tamriel Tomes a little bit faster, you might want to get this. But essentially, it's a pay not to play option, where you'd usually get your tome points through doing activities in the game. This just gives them to you along with the Premium Plus pass. And honestly, the whole point of Tamriel Tomes is to get people more engaged with the game again. So I feel like it's kind of a self-defeating option. But yeah, you really get very little from the Premium Plus pass, not much at all on top of the normal Premium pass. Now that you have an idea of what's in each tier of the Tamriel Tomes, let's discuss which one is worth it if you do want to buy one. First of all, it's a no-brainer that the free Tamriel Tome is completely worth it because it is entirely free. You don't have to do anything to get it. It's just there unlocked for you from day 1 of Season 0. Again, completely free, and it gives you a bunch of nice stuff. But then when it comes to the comparison between the Premium and the Premium Plus tracks, I really think only the Premium track has even the potential of being worth it. You do get quite a good value out of it. You get a couple cool mounts, including the Winterhold Empyrean Wolf and the Duodynamo Dungeon Delve Spider, a new personality, a bunch of new weapon styles, basically the type of drip that would probably cost you at least $50 to $100 in the Crown Store if you bought it directly, but all bundled into a battle pass. This is pretty typical for battle pass systems, where you can get premium cosmetics that would cost a lot more if you bought them directly, but even though you pay a little bit up front, you mainly get these by earning them through gameplay. One of the main things I find to be worth it about the premium reward track, and what makes this so different from other battle passes, is the fact that if you just pay that $15, you unlock this permanently. It doesn't go away at the end of the season. I don't have my PhD in battle passes or anything, but I've never heard of this before. Battle passes are kind of built on FOMO, where even if you pay for it, you only have till the end of the season to get everything in it. So I like the fact that ESO is doing this. It's very player friendly, and it kind of justifies that slightly higher price tag, where battle passes are usually more like $10, and this one's $15, but it is a forever battle pass, making that extra $5 seem like it's working for you a little bit more. But what I don't feel like is worth it in any way, shape, or form is the Premium Plus pass. This costume is pretty weak, honestly. And I don't like the whole concept of paying not to play. What I'm most excited for in Tamriel Tomes is having all these objectives to complete, giving me reasons to do things in the game. So paying to get progress just kind of defeats the purpose for me. And also, as far as Premium Plus battle passes go, which are pretty costly, the extra perks from this really don't seem that great. Ever since the Reliquary system came out in Diablo 4, for instance, they've gated some pretty excellent cosmetics behind their deluxe battle pass, which is in a similar price range. It costs $25 in each season. And this season, for instance, it contained these wings, which are honestly pretty excellent. They change appearance as you kill monsters. They're really beautiful. For me, this made it worth it. I got the deluxe battle pass this season just to get these wings, just based on their visual beauty alone. But there's absolutely nothing like that in the Premium Plus Tamriel Tomes. ESO is really going to have to up the ante here for me to want this. I have so many costumes already. There's nothing unique or interesting about this costume to me that justifies the extra $15. I'm still not sure if I'm going to get it or not. I'm going to have to check out what's actually in it when the Tamriel Tome comes out on April 2nd. But just generally speaking, in this new system, I think the premium battle passes might be worth it, mainly because of all the relatively low price drip that you get for the cost of $15, but also the relatively unique perk that buying it unlocks it indefinitely, where you don't have to complete it this season to get all the rewards. For what it is, though, the Premium Plus Battle Pass seems really overpriced. You should be getting a lot more for this with what they're charging. So if I were you, I would at least consider getting the Premium Pass. If you are a fan of cosmetics, if you want to be trendy, have all the newest stuff. But the Premium Plus Pass just seems kind of scammy and not really worthwhile. Overall, I feel like this is a pretty good first foray into battle passes for the Elder Scrolls Online. What I like the most about it is the fact that it's unlocked permanently if you get the Premium or the Premium Plus tiers. What I like the least is how little you get from Premium Plus for the relatively high cost. Actually, at $30, this is probably the most expensive Premium Plus Battle Pass or the equivalent I've ever come across. If they're charging that much, they should really make it worth it. So I'm hoping in future seasons they really dial this in. They keep going with what's working, like the fact that you unlock it permanently when you pay for either of the paid tiers, but that they make the Premium Plus version really worth it in some way. Give you some sort of exclusive style item. Give you something that's really unique and different that you can then run around wearing and flexing, showing everyone, ha ha ha, I got the premium version, I'm super rich or whatever. But yeah, nothing in this Premium Plus pass in the Season of Dawn and Dusk is really screaming that at me. It just seems like they're asking a lot of money for really not much in return. But again, I am a fan of the new Tamriel Tome system in general, and just for that totally honest and self-generated opinion, people are calling me a shill, saying I want to be part of the stream team, saying I'm sucking up to Zos. You guys must really just not know me if you think that's the case. If you want to see how much I'm sucking up to Zos, go watch my latest live stream, where I'm covering their dev stream on Update 50. They will never let me into the stream team based on the things I have to say about them on a regular basis, and I'm totally happy with that. I just call it as I see it. I think this is a good direction for the game. I think a battle pass makes a lot of sense in the Elder Scrolls Online. I like how they're consolidating the logins and endeavor systems. And while it's kind of rough for a first foray, there are some definite good things about the premium version, while the Premium Plus version is just a total wash for me. Before I finish up, I want to cover another related topic that's pretty fascinating to me. So one thing I've heard a lot is that when games are dying or they're about to go under, they implement systems like this. They put in battle passes, things like that, ways to get more money, squeeze more revenue out of the game before it dies. And on the face of it, it's reasonable to expect that from ESO here. They are putting out less content this year. There is no new zone, there's just the night market. And it is somewhat valid from a certain point of view to say that they are now squeezing more money out of us. This argument just immediately gets holes poked in it by the fact that the Premium and the Premium Plus battle passes are completely optional. They only paywall cosmetic content. If you're mad about that, you should say they should give away the whole Crown store for free. Whatever. But there are a couple of reasons I don't think this is a mad dash money grab being conducted by the developers of a dying game. I do think it is a defensive move being made as the live service market declines. The cost of gaming is going up worldwide. Players are disengaging with live service as an overarching genre. But I do feel like based on the lengthy analysis I've conducted, that this is a sound defensive move within the wheelhouse of an overall array of defensive changes the devs are making to the game this year. That doesn't to me indicate that ESO is dying, but rather that the devs are hunkering down for what's going to be a difficult winter of live service ahead of us. One of the things that makes me feel so strongly that this is the case is the fact that the team is actively working on crossplay. This is a whole lot of work that you wouldn't put into a game that's dying and you're giving up on, that you're just trying to squeeze one last round of money out of before it goes out the window. On the contrary, implementing crossplay, spending so much time making this possible, tells me the devs are getting ready for a potential decline in the game that would mirror the overall decline in live service by consolidating all the different communities into one ecosystem. So if, for instance, PS5 or Xbox declines in some way, those players will still be able to find people to play with on other systems. PC and console will be united into one server ecosystem, propping up the overall health of the player base, uniting the community. This is not something that you would be doing. You would not be putting this level of investment into a game you thought was just dying, and that you were cynically trying to monetize above and beyond how it's already been monetized, riding the sinking ship, so to speak. The devs are also making deep systemic changes and improvements to the game overall, reskinning all of the alliance zones from the base game, reworking all the classes. So yeah, I think that under new leadership, Zos is going on the defensive. They're seeking ways to shore up their quarterly income, but I don't think that means they're ruthlessly exploiting the player base as the game inevitably dies. In the comments, let me know what you think of the video, whether my explanation and comparison of the different tiers is helpful to you, whether you view Tamriel Tomes as a cynical money grab or a defensive move in the best interest of the game over the next decade. Leave it all in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Please do like and hype this video. I'd like to encourage you to join the Spopes army to support me directly, pick up some merch, leave a donation. It all really helps. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let's finish up as always with a prayer to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Lord, thank you for ESO, for all the fun we have in the game, the whole community that we found there. Lord, I thank you for these defensive changes the devs are making in the face of a declining live service market. I pray that they are successful and that ESO thrives for years to come. Lord, I ask you empower this video to help educate and open the eyes of my community. Lord, I thank you for my community. I thank you for my members, commenters, viewers, etc. I ask that you bless them in everything in life, both in ESO and in the real world. I give you all glory for my channel, Lord, and for this video today. Thank you for putting the breath in my lungs to make this possible. And Lord, do please especially bless anyone watching who is struggling to follow in the footsteps of Jesus. Make your yoke easy and your burden light. And Lord, for all those recently departed souls around the world today, please guide them seamlessly to your side. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Again, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please do support the channel. And if nothing else, before you go, please remember to subscribe for more content. And when you do subscribe, turn on notifications, because I'll be back soon with new videos.